I was scrolling through TikTok the other day and found a sick ass edit on CM Punk and his song The Cult of Personality. And I was just vibing to the nostalgia, but then the lyrics really hit me. You give me fortune, you give me fame, and you give me power in your God's name. And that shit just stuck with me for a couple of days, you feel me? And I came to a realization that it's not just a song, it's a prophecy. We live in a world that worships personality over principle. We don't even follow truth anymore, we follow charisma. And I also came to the revelation that maybe we never did. Maybe it was always about not what you say, but how you say it. How to make it as appealing as possible to the general masses. Think about it, today people don't even care if someone's right. They care if someone feels right. Charisma has always replaced credibility. It's why some of the most polarizing figures in our time, such as Trump, Kanye, even fictional icons like Tony Stark have one thing in common. They know how to make people believe.
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
It's not just the words, it's the delivery, the tone, the certainty. He doesn't speak to your mind, he speaks to your emotions. And that's the foundation of every cult of personality. Emotional manipulation disguised as leadership. And then there's Kanye.
Like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god.
One of the most fascinating examples of charisma in modern culture. His confidence is magnetic, even though when he's wrong, you feel drawn to him and understand him. And that's the paradox. Charisma can make delusion sound like divine truth, because it's not what's said, it's how it's felt, you feel me? Even in fiction, charisma defines our heroes. Tony Stark is a perfect example of this. Flawed, arrogant, but magnetic. He makes self-absorption look powerful. That's what we learn to love in traditional masculinity. Confidence, not character. But that energy can easily destroy as it does inspire. Psychologists call it the halo effect. When we see one trait we admire, we assume everything else about that person must be good too. And that's how we end up defending people we shouldn't. Because they don't just speak, they reflect our insecurities, our fears, and our hopes right back to us. Famous author Robert Greene says, charisma is emotional energy that others can feel. But he also warns, the stronger your energy, the more responsibility you carry. Because the same light that inspires people can blind people too. And here's the truth, new cult leaders don't have crowns anymore. They have follower counts, cameras, and microphones. Today's charisma isn't just political, it's algorithmic. We follow influencers and creators who know how to feel real even though they're just selling a product. Charisma has gone digital and we're all still hypnotized by it. Charisma isn't evil, it's neutral. But when it's used without morality, it becomes poison. Because the most dangerous people in history weren't the cold ones, they're the charming ones. The ones that made people feel safe right before they lost themselves. They weren't the lions or tigers, they were the chameleons that could adapt to any audience and convert them to their cause without you even realize what's going on. So don't just ask who's speaking, ask why you're listening.